You're awake. Good. I was beginning to think I'd overestimated your resilience. But you're still breathing, sitting upright. A little bruised, a little bloodied, but breathing. You didn't break. You should know something. I didn't save you because I'm kind. I don't do kindness. I do usefulness. I saw your file. They called you unruly stock. Too rebellious, too defiant, too dangerous to sell. And yet, when I tore open your cage, you still looked at me like a soldier watching their commander, not a victim begging for mercy. I liked that. Now, I'm going to give you a choice, a real one, and I suggest you take your time with it, because it will define the rest of your miserable little life. Option 1, I let you go. You'll be free. No one will chase you. No more cages. No more chains. You can fade into the world, scrape together a life, and hope that the past doesn't catch up to you. Hope you don't fall into another collar. Or you can stay with me, and you become mine. Not a soldier, not a servant. Mine. My shadow. My blade. My personal pet. To use as I please, when I please. Allow me to explain what I mean. I will teach you to kill, to disappear, to listen, to obey. I'll strip away the fear, burn the weakness out of you, until you're something the world fears to even speak about. But you will not speak unless I allow it. You will not act unless I command it. You will live for me, and only for me. So then, tell me, do you want to be free? No? I thought so. Then lift your chin. Let me see the eyes of the one who would kneel only for me. I will ask you again, do you want to be mine? Good. Then, you're mine now. I hope you will never come to regret your choice. You will be given time to rest and recover from what they did to you. And then, we will begin. Good. You're awake on your own this time. That's progress. A few days of rest and your posture's already straighter. The bruises have faded. You're not flinching every time a shadow moves. I'd say you're healing nicely, physically, at least. The rest will take more time. I allowed you time to recover. That was a privilege, not a pattern. Starting today, your body belongs to discipline. You'll move when I say, eat when I say, sleep when I say. You'll speak only with permission, though, let's be honest, I prefer you silent. You make a better listener than a talker. That suits your role. Put this on. Your training uniform. Nothing fancy, Just tight enough to keep you aware of every breath, every twitch. I want you uncomfortable, alert, hyper-aware. I want obedience burned into your nerves. You'll thank me later, when it saves your life. You'll start with footwork. No weapons, no magic. You don't earn those until I can trust you not to trip over your own feet. Watch my stance. Copy it. No. Lower. Slower. Again. If I wanted grace, I'd train a harlequin. I want precision. Stability. A shadow that can kill without being seen. Better. Not good, but better. Repetition is the key, but you also must put your mind to it. Watch. Learn. Focus your mind's eye on the stances. Imagine it properly, and it will do wonders on your physical capabilities. You learn quickly when you're motivated. That's what I expected. Fear is a fine teacher, but it's not the only one. You know what else teaches well? Hunger, loyalty, the need to be seen, the need to be recognized. I saw the way you looked at me when I brought you out of that cage. Not like a savior, not quite. You looked at me as though I was an anchor. Like you'd already decided you wouldn't survive long enough without something, someone, to bind yourself to. I don't blame you for that. Some creatures just need to belong, and some of us need someone to belong to us. Don't mistake that for softness. I'll train the obedience into your bones before I ever call you loyal. But if you do well, if you show me you deserve to be mine, perhaps one day I'll let you rest your head at my feet instead of the cold floor. But not today. Run the drill again, from the top. And this time, don't look at me like you want praise. You haven't earned that yet, pet. Not bad. Your stance has tightened. Your feet aren't sliding like they used to. You're not swinging like a cornered beast anymore. You're calculating. Sharp. Controlled. Well, look at that. You drew blood. Congratulations, pet. That's the first time anyone's managed to touch me in months, even during drills. You're faster than before. Quieter. You waited for the opening instead of lunging for it like a fool. You actually listened. Don't let it get to your head. It was a shallow cut, but it was a real one. Very good. Sit. You're limping on your left side again. I told you to brace when pivoting. How many times must I repeat to myself? Let me see. Bruised again. And this was from yesterday's fall, wasn't it? You didn't say a word about it. And I see you did not go to the healer. Of course you didn't. You're learning obedience, pain tolerance, silence. But even dogs learn to whine when the bone breaks. I don't want silence if it costs me a weapon that's half functional in the field. If you do not tend to yourself properly, then I will do it for you. Now hold still. This will sting. Good. No flinching. You've improved. You know, I wasn't certain about you at first. You were wild. Not in the way that threatens, but in the way that crumbles. Soft in the worst places and terrified of your own shadow. But you clawed your way out of that, didn't you? Slowly, painfully, and you kept your eyes on me the whole time, like I was the only thing tethering you to this world. And maybe I was. You never once tried to run. Not even when I made it easy. There's strength in that, and loyalty. The kind that can't be taught. Only earned. Which is why tomorrow you will accompany me. Not as baggage, not as cargo, as my shadow. There's a target in the north, a political asset in hiding, and I want you with me when I remove him. This will be your first mission. Real blood, real danger. No drills, no safety nets. This is where you prove to me and to yourself that I didn't waste all these months turning a stray into a weapon. Rest. Clean your blade. Eat properly. We leave at dawn. And, pet, try not to disappoint me. I've grown used to the sound of your footsteps behind mine. You handled yourself well. The bloodshed didn't shake you. The chaos didn't make you hesitate. You watched, waited, moved when it mattered, and when I signaled, you were already there. Sit. You've earned more than standing guard tonight. That man was dangerous. Not because of his weapon or even his influence, but because he knew how to manipulate people like you used to be. Soft, scared, desperate for control. You didn't flinch. You didn't fall. You frightened him. Good. There was a time I did not know if I'd ever say this, that you, the dirty, half-starved stray I pulled out of a slaver's cage, would be worthy of standing at my side. But you've stopped crawling. You no longer look at me quite like a master. You look forward, still obedient, still mine. But equal, in a way no one else has been. Let me see your arm. You tore the muscle during the last strike, didn't you? You hit it well, but not from me. I have grown used to your minute expressions. You don't have to keep proving your pain tolerance to me anymore. I already know you'll bleed for me. I need you functional now. I need you whole. I need you. Tomorrow, the Fatui will ask for a full report. They'll expect I acted alone, as usual. They do not quite know the full extent of who you are to me. I won't correct them, but between us, let it be said plainly. That mission would not have succeeded without you, my shadow. I once called you pet, and you still are. Make no mistake, I still own every inch of your devotion, of your life. But now, you're more than that. You're my shadow, my knife, my right hand. From now on, where I go, you go. Where I sleep, you sleep. When I bleed, you carry the blade that made it bleed back to me, and the head as well, perhaps. The world doesn't get to touch me. Only you do. Understand? Good. Now drink. You've earned your place beside me. I expect that you will not lose it. After all, I have many, many plans for us, my dear.